Let's look at one way to solve this problem. We're going to first look for zero exponents. No zeros. Oh, well, that's okay. The next thing I'm going to do is the power property, which is the parentheses, power property parentheses, right? It's all this, all that together. So I am just going to multiply through right here. So I've got 2 to the first times 4. 1 times 4 is 4. X squared to the fourth, so x to the eighth, and y to the -3 times 4, which is -12. Okay, so all of that is this. 2 to the fourth, x to the eighth, y to the -12. Okay, 2 to the fourth is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. That's 4 times 4, which is 16. So I can go ahead and clean that up as well. Might as well make that 16. Okay, at this point, the next thing I would do is get rid of negative exponents by moving them to the bottom or to the top, depending on where they are right now. So x to the -4, I know is going to go to the bottom and become a +4. I'm just going to go in order to keep it more organized, which makes it simpler. Y to the -1, I'm going to put on the bottom. So that becomes y to the +1. All right, I've got a 2. Nothing wrong with that 2. It's 2 to the first. It's not to the -4th. It's 2 to the first, so it can stay where it is. And then y to the -4 means it moves to the bottom and becomes +4. All right, I'm going to make this longer. All right, on the bottom, I have a 16, and so that can stay in the denominator. X to the 8th, nothing wrong with that. X to the 8th, and then y to the -12 needs to go to the top. Y to the +12. So key takeaway here is that I'm writing this down in all of these little steps and stages. If I try to put all of that on top of what I started with, it's going to confuse me. And I've been doing this for a really long time. And so if I would still get confused by it, then the me that started out and had not had nearly as much practice would definitely get confused by it. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I would want to go ahead and clean this up somewhat. So the top is okay. 2 times y to the 12. That's pretty straightforward. But on the bottom, here's a number. I've got a 16. I've got some x's. So let's see, x to the 4 plus 8. So x to the 12th power. And then I've got y to the first and y to the fourth. So that's y to the fifth. Okay, this is already looking much more simple, right? Our goal is to simplify. So let's see what else we can do here. We've got 2 over 16. Well, 2 over 16 reduces because 16 is just 2 times 8. So those 2's would cancel, leaving me with 1 over 8. So I know that this can cancel and just leave me an 8 on the bottom. So I've got an 8 down here. Have a 1 on top, but if there's anything else left on top, I'll just write that thing. So I'll leave it blank for now. All right, x to the 12th. I don't have any other x values, so it's just going to stay where it is. And then I've got y to the 12th over y to the 5th. So y to the 12th over y to the 5th. You know that there are 2 ways to do this. We could do 12 minus 5 because if you're dividing with an exponent, you write the base and subtract the exponent, so you get y to the 7th. So that's a positive, so y to the 7th. Or we can also write out 12 y's and then 5 y's underneath it and mark out all 5 that are in common, and you have 7 that are left over. So that's y to the 7th. All right. Well, the cool thing is that's it. That is our answer. Oh, didn't mean to make my video bigger. Okay. Y to the 7th over 8x to the 12th. That's the simplified version. Not the only way to get there, but it is one good way. All right. I'll see you next time.